Hey, what's up, folks? Life with Brock here, presenting This Week in Customs. If you're new to my channel, this is an episode where I go to Instagram and take a look at customizers, work in progress, finished products, and pretty much nerd out on their abilities. So let's jump right in, and we're going to start with a customizer that has been featured on my channel before, Christina Conan. She's known for these beautiful female figures, their hair, specifically their hair. That's how she does it. Well, at least that's how she does part of it. That's how she gets the finer details. This custom is going to be coming back in just a little bit. But man, that's a skill that I need to learn how to do. Another customizer that has been featured on this show before is taking a stab using this onslaught to create Overkill, which is a Todd McFarlane character. Obviously, I don't know all the different parts of these customizers use for their figures. Sometimes I do. But if you want to learn more, go to their channel, check out their customs, give them a follow, and support their work. Enough said. Customs here is working on this Grim Knight. It looks awesome. This is probably a figure that maybe Todd McFarlane next year will be putting out. Wow, man, that looks great. Great use of parts. It does look like it jumped right out of the comics. If you guys are not reading that Batman comic, I suggest that you do. It's actually a pretty interesting story. Moving on. Now, this one I had to do a little bit of research on. This one threw me off a little bit. Lou here is doing Goliath. I never knew that Clint Barton, that's Hawkeye, folks, actually became Goliath. I did a little bit of research. He uses pin particles, boom, whatever. Check it out. That looks cool. And I learned some history. I didn't know. Hawkeye became what? Say what? All right. This custom stood out tremendously because I love the upper body of this Master Hulk. This was put out by Toy Biz. And what he's doing here, he is combining it with other parts. And you can actually see him doing the sculpting work there. It looks seamless. We're going to be visiting this in a little bit. We're going to see a video. That's him gluing it together. And you can see he's using the Abomination lower part. And he's kept the ab articulation. Of course, the Toy Biz one, if you remember, did not have the ab articulation. It was mostly like a swivel. The upper body was on a swivel joint. I think that's what you call it. But there you see how he's come together, or how he's putting it together, and then he sculpts over it. Now he's using these screws. That way it keeps it tight on there. That way it makes it easier to sculpt. And I'm guessing that he's also glued it. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's what he's doing there, and that's why he has those rubber bands for it. And he does a really good job of making this just go together as if it was the figure that was produced from the get-go. And here you're going to see the video. He's painted that figure, and it definitely, I think it looks better than the original. That upper body already looks better because, well, it's got that ab articulation. It actually makes it look bigger. Makes Maestro Hulk look bigger, and he's supposed to be a bigger character, so that works extremely well. He's going to be, it looks like he's using the Juggernaut lower body. Nicely done, man. I dig it. I thought this was cool. Anytime that you can add oh man, look at that shoes. Boom. Is that mechanized? Is it mechanized? I don't know. It looks like it's mechanized. I want to know how he did that, but that was, it stood out. Obviously, that's going to be Boba Fett or Jango Fett's backpack. I'm not sure which one. Probably Boba Fett because it's green. All right, moving on to this custom. As I said, moving on a lot. I apologize. Words are hard for me. This is like the third time or fourth time I try to film this. I'm struggling, folks. Please forgive me. It's cool looking black cat. It's Mesco style. Dig the fur on her. Modest cleavage, which is good. I think I would be allowed to bring this figure into my household. I do live with a bunch of women that wouldn't appreciate, you know, I better move on. Nice work. She looks very good. Was this a Mesco figure to begin with? No, I think it's a Marvel Legends that he's put underneath there, so it's going to have better articulation, and it looks fantastic, man. Really good work. Yeah. Nice photographs, too. Looking good. Brim's Stone Ghost. I think he's the first time that he's been featured on this channel. One of my favorite customizers right here, Christopher Serda. It's a work in progress. It's a Warpath. That's a beast. He's using the Space Venom Build-A-Figure. That is going to be a huge Warpath. I love it. He is a really good sculptor, and check out that detail work right there on the left wrist. Pretty neat. I'm not sure if this is transposed from another figure or if he made the red part. Obviously everything else is sculpted on. You see the neck muscles have been, the sternocleidomastoids have been sculpted on there, as well as the hair, and he's using that, almost called him Nuke. Is that Nuke? It's a Captain America bad guy. The robot, the cyborg. What? Words are hard. I'm old. My memory's failing, but that looks awesome. Can't wait to see that finished. This is going to be a work in progress shot. I like the parts that he's using here. Look at that. I think he's put that on a magnet. He's made that posable that way. I wonder where he got all the shoulder armor from. I can tell that those pouches right there are from Marvel Select Cable, I think. And he's done the chainmail sculpt. I wonder if he's used Procreate. My guess is that he used Procreate. But yeah, that looks pretty darn good, dude. Let's move on. We're going to run into that custom in a little bit. I wanted to put this up because check that out. That's a really nice job of bruising the cuts. Man, that looks good. This is going to be an Alex Ross Batman, as he's putting there, Panda Custom Figures. He's using a Namor body. That's a pretty good body to use for that. I'm assuming, I've seen, I can't remember what comic number of Batman it was, but I remember Bruce Wayne having a shirtless scene right there and just seeing him get, hit all the wounds on his back. And that looks actually very realistic, very well done. All right, man, this is a really cool custom. I also jumped straight from the comic. Good use of that Terax. Can you see Terax under there? Really nice repurposing of that figure. Is it the entire figure that you used there? Possibly. Possibly that's the entire Terax, but obviously there's sculpting and some. Well, is that sculpting or is that leather that you've? I can't tell how you've machined that together, but hey, that's why you sell these customs and I don't. It looks very, very good. All right, we've been following this custom. This is almost on its final stages. Looks like Will Smith didn't do too many. He skipped on leg day. That's what I was trying to say. He's gone to the weight room, but California body. Check out those kicks and those tiny ankles, man. I dig it. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air right there. Very nice. All right. So this is going to be another one that we're going to catch on a little bit. He's got some head in there. I don't know which head he's using, but obviously this is going to be well, I shouldn't say obviously. It could be a Deathstroke or a Red Hood. Probably going to be a Red Hood. And we're going to find out in a little bit. I think I covered this custom either last week, the work in progress, but here's the finished product. Man, that looks great. That effect from the movie. And I'm guessing that those arms will probably be removable. Let me see. Yeah. I'm going to guess that those arms, it would be really cool if those arms were removable, because that way you can use that figure. And for those that are doing ACBA, let me see, have you mentioned ACBA here? Maybe articulated comic book art. So for sure, those arms, my guess is going to be removable. The figure looks fantastic, and it's a very cool effect. Makes that figure look even more awesome than it already was. This is a pretty cool custom figure. The Mythic Legions. Yeah, so this is going to be something added to the Mythic Legions. I don't collect those. I know they're really nice looking. I just don't know I don't think they have a mythology yet, but all their figures look good. And this is a custom. I just can't tell which part is the custom. Is it the head? I feel like it's going to be the head, because I haven't seen anything like that advertised. Yeah, man, that is brilliant. Look at that. Yeah, very nice work. I'm not sure if that's 3D printed or not. The helmet could be 3D printed and then painted. I gotta get more with it. Here's another work in progress pick that we're gonna see him a little bit later. That Cannonball is looking pretty good. It looks like he's got the Toy Biz head, and he's sculpted additional hair to it, giving him more of a coif. And he sculpted the collar on that jacket. And here is the finished product. Pretty cool. I wonder, are you going to give him an effect? Or maybe this is not going to be one that can split right there at the waist. But it would be pretty neat to give him like a base. I've been planning one. That's the idea that I wanted. And then Hasbro is about to release one. So I think I'll just be patient and get that one. Pretty cool idea. Here's Shaggy with the gauntlet. Ultimate Shaggy. Zoinks! So I don't know why he did that, but it's a cool concept. I dig it. I don't know. I think that figure looks good, and if somebody gave me that, I'd put it on my shelf. Pretty awesome. Here's another Lou and Aiden's work. This was a work in progress. Hawk Girl. Yeah, man. Looking pretty sweet. I like the way he takes the pictures too. It gives it like a grit. I would like to see this. I would like to see your pictures. I don't know if you watch these videos or not, but I would like to see your pictures just in a plain. I would like to see what it actually looks under daylight, or if this is actually like a daylight shot. But it looks like there's some filters put on there. But man, all your figures look incredible. The amount of detail and effort that you put into each of your customs it's pretty inspiring, actually. Pretty cool looking Spawn here. And if you do shoot videos, I really enjoy doing the videos and adding the videos to This Week in Customs, because you can see the depth. Sometimes the photographs just can't capture. Pretty sweet looking cape. Obviously it's wired. Very detailed Spawn, like a medieval type of Spawn. Looks very nice. Dude, I love the plush on this figure. I think the plush works really well. I've seen some other figures get plush on them and they don't work. I want to use, some of the fur on the plush fur on customs, but I'm a little bit nervous too. But it works extremely well here. I was planning on doing a Kraven. I have all the materials to start doing a Kraven, and then Hasbro got done and release. It's about to get released, a classic version, which is what I want. But this definitely needs to be done. Look how awesome that looks. Come on now. You need plush on your Kraven. All right, so she's becoming quite the feature on Instagram. Everyone is doing their version of Deathstrike, and here's a Kit Bash customs version of Deathstrike. Let's get to the video so you guys can check it out, and you can see what he's doing there. He's changing some parts out. Now check this out. He added the articulation. Pretty neat. Obviously this is a work in progress, and he's using Toy Biz parts, connecting it to the Hasbro parts, and I think at the end he is going to have a pretty cool result. Can't wait to see that. Here's a cool custom. I didn't get this Build-A-Figure. I typically don't get the movie figures, but man, that looks really nice. It looks to me like it's more screen accurate. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I think this looks better than the Build-A-Figure. And I really can't tell what parts are coming from what. Like, where are those legs from? Those boots. But if you guys want to guess those parts and just start adding them to the comments on this video, I'd be interested in seeing it, because I'll rewatch it just to see your comments. All right, Ace here. This was a commission work. This is a character that doesn't appear on any Marvel or DC comic. This is a unique character to an artist. It looks like it's called Super D Glacier. It came out fantastic, and I hope that the person who bought it is very happy. I can't imagine why they wouldn't be happy. It looks like exactly like the character. Check it out. That's the art on the left here on the box. Even made him a box. Wow. So if you guys are artists and you want to have your figure recreated, I'd go to Ace. Don't contact me, players. I won't be doing them. But look at that. It was like it was meant. Look at that. The display, even the box. All right. Very cool. Impressive. Impressive work there, player. All right. Here's more of that Deathstrike. And it looks like he's using the Taskmaster, or at least part of the Taskmaster body. Where are those shoulder pieces from? That's a really good idea, and I wonder if those are posable. I can't tell. They may just be glued on there, but they may be posable. I don't know. I would like to see, is this finished? Let me see. No, it's still a work in progress, so maybe next week we'll see this finished, because it looks like you're moving pretty quickly on it. Here's the follow-up to that other Deathstrike that I was telling you about. And here it is painted. This is really good work. Alfonso here is a master at LED lights too. Not necessarily appropriate for Deathstrike, but yeah, that looks good. And I believe he's reproducing those to sell. And if you're interested, contact him and work out a deal. And speaking of stuff that's up for, this is like some sort of auction that's happening here. Henry did, check out this truck, man. This would be awesome for NEA, those of you that do ACBA, for your scenes. The detail, the paintwork on this is very well done, man. Fantastic. And it looks like he's running, it's not a contest. Let me see, let's take a look here. It's definitely a custom garbage truck, and there's 40 spots. If you want to get in, it's not a contest. What's it called when you pay to get in? And there's slots that I can't, there you go. There's 40 slots. So obviously there's a bunch of people on here already. You can see the people have already paid the 10 bucks to hop on in. And this thing, come on, there we go. And you'll have a 1 in 40 chance on winning that truck. Pretty awesome. All right, coming to the end of the show. Wow, man, I really like how this Scarecrow looks. I need to start doing some more DC customs, and this is definitely something that I would want to do. Did you make that head, or was that already on a different figure and you're just using it here? I'm not familiar if that's come out. I know there's been Scarecrow figures that have come out, and that hand looks awesome. Again, I'm not familiar if you're using parts. I don't care if you're using other parts. I mean, it looks awesome. You've done a great job in this custom, and it doesn't end there. He's got an alternate. He's got alternate heads and jackets for This custom, man. Oh, I went that one too fast. Fantastic, man. When you can make a custom look this with so many accessories. Again, bringing up ACBA. I don't really practice ACBA. I really enjoy it. This type of figure right here is so versatile. Look at that. Look how many different heads and parts he's made. Man, that is a fantastic work all around. I love it. Looks great. And check out this steel right here. I'm not familiar with these parts. I just love how it looks. It looks like he may have like an Iron Man body under there. And where's that hand from? Where's that hand from? It looks familiar. Like maybe a Batman figure may have had that. But yeah, really well done. I've been saying that a lot. Obviously, I'm putting customs on here that the artists are phenomenal at what they do. It's impressive, the results that they can get. Now, if you're just starting off, don't get discouraged that your first few customs don't look like the work that's being shown off on this episode. It takes practice, guys. It's not easy. It's something that you need to work on and develop, and to be able to get the results that these folks are getting. Check out this, the 501st. Oh my gosh, if you are not familiar with the 501st, watch Clone Wars, the cartoon. The cartoon's phenomenal. Jay here is new. This came up on the feed. It wasn't on This Week in Customs. I don't think he's familiar with what we're doing here. Hopefully he'll start tagging some of his photographs. He mainly does Star Wars Troopers. And check out the level of detail on all these guys. If you go and you look at the show, you'll recognize those suits. The 501st. Wow, that is a beautiful thing right there. I wish I had it in my collection. And with that being said, we've come to the end of, I think this is episode 11. Thank you for watching, guys. Please share this episode with others that you think would be interested in customs. Let's get the word out. I want the work of these folks to get out there and get known. They deserve it, especially those that are taking, they take commissions. I don't take commissions, but a lot of these folks do, and it's great to get them known because they do fantastic work. And those of you that don't want to do custom work, you can hire them to do your figure, players. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.